Hey there guys, this is Malorian, and these will be the games I played at the recent Steamroller here, and as you can see here, things kind of went a little bit off kilter right from the beginning. Now, like I said, this was just a local Steamroller, and yet we were told right away, a good month or two out, that this was actually going to be an ADR event. So if you want to take ADR, we can do that. So kind of like Masters, but really just a Steamroller. Either way, I was looking at mercenaries and saying, you know what, this is going to be awesome. I can take my Buccaneers with Megan Swan. I can change it up however I like. I had another Gordon list I had all set up, and I was really happy. And then pretty much a few days just before, they let us know that it was going to be actually ADR Season 3. And that's the new season that they kind of spoiled for the new year, and that kind of threw everything out because there was no more Magnus, there was no more Epic Magnus or anything like that. Completely changed the mercenary side of it, and worse yet, the Signar side was really good. Having Caine2 and Haley1 and ADR is amazing. So I fought for it for a while, and eventually I decided, you know what, we're gonna do this Signar because I love Caine2, and having him in ADR is just insane, and I'm probably never going to have this chance again. Plus, I also asked the local guys what they want to see, and more people said they want Signar, so let's do it. I took, like I said, my usual Caine2, all the dude swarm, but then, hey, I could swap out, if I don't want the Bokar, I could take it to Costa, or I could take Epic Iris. If I want to be shooty, I could pull out the Press Gangers and put in the Tempest Blazers. It was amazing. And for my Haley 1 list, I had a single Stormwall super shooty list, and if I want to, I could pull out a few elements and throw in a second Stormwall. So really strong list, and I was looking forward to do pretty well. Alright, so game one here, I am going to be going with my Caine2 because I am up against a Lilith 2. There were a ton of Legion players all over the place. Of course, their ADR very nice as well. Having Lilith 2 in ADR is almost just as good as having Caine2 there. So, yeah, very scary stuff. But you know what? I have designed this list to beat Lilith 2. So, I thought that was great. If I see Lilith 2 all day, that'd be amazing. This is against a guy named Brian. He was up here from Calgary. I played him a few times before, and I knew it was going to be a good game. Alright, so this scenario here, I got the initiative. I want to go first. He picked the side over there with the walls, and really, to me, this is going to be a straightforward, run up there, win on scenario. I didn't really change up my list with the ADR stuff whatsoever. Just my bog standard list is exactly what I want. And really, with this one not being Killbox, you know, Caine2 is just going to stay way back and kind of wait for a spot when he's needed, and then I'll just go up there, jam, score, and keep on scoring as needed. So with my first turn, that's what I do. I get True Shot off on Caine2, I get Blur off onto the left unit, and I get heightened reflexes off on the right unit. This is something I don't know why I didn't do before. I was doing it for a while where I put Blur on Caine, and then I was getting Caine up pretty aggressively. Then I was trying doing it where I put Blur on Alexia, and that worked well. But now with the double shield guard, it's really not needed. And, you know, then I started doing Blur onto the Press Gangers, but why the hell wasn't I doing heightened reflexes onto the other unit? It's just obvious. I don't know why I've been doing this. So either way, I'm up there, and I'm kind of holding back there on the left side because I'm in the forest. Normally against Legion, that means nothing. But hey, he has Striders, and they actually can't see through stealth. So hopefully that helps me. So on his turn, he tries coming forward, and at first he has some really bad rolls. By the way, he pops his feet right away here. This is going to be his feet turn, so I was kind of thinking he's going to do for the whole, like, kill the front row and have, like, the templates all spread around, but he didn't go for that. First of all, Lilith 2 did her shots and just rolled horrendous, so she really wasn't doing anything. And then what happened is that the Ravagors went for Alexia, and that's really what you want to do. You want to go after Alexia and get her dead as soon as possible. Now, luckily with shield guards and stuff, I was able to be okay, but he did get enough damage off me on missed shots with, you know, boosting damage and put me on fire. So I'm alive right now, but I am on fire. That's scary. The Striders really kind of fell for this, where they came up and they did a combine into Ryan. And it's like, well, you know, she's prowl, so it's stealth, so you miss. And then the other group goes and shoots in a ranger, and it's like, well, there's prowl and there's stealth too. And yeah, you know, that's really it. So really, his entire feat turn, he's killed 2 press gangers, and Alexia's really messed up. So really, he didn't get very much for it. Luckily for him, the fire does end up killing Alexia. You know, I could have lost more Risen, but he rolled a lot of damage. It wasn't worth it. In fact, I don't think it was even possible. I believe even if I killed all my Risen, she would still die. So Alexia's down. That's sad, but I still have a lot of guys. So on my turn, I am just running up there. And this is where I love these walls. A lot of my opponents will take walls on their side in order to get a bonus against Caine, and then their walls become my walls. So I do this and I jam in. So I do the best I can. His Striders that were in the zone, I made sure to shoot and kill all those, or killed in combat. So they're really, really hampered for what's even left. And otherwise, I upkept the blur, not the blur, the heightened reflexes. I upkept the true shot, and I'm just staying back. I have no reason to be aggressive. I'm pushing up there. I have guys in either zone, so if he doesn't move up there, I'm going to double score, and it would just be over. So we'll see what he does now. So on his turn, he does his best just to keep up the attrition. Ravagore backs up, takes a free strike, shoots at the Bokur, kills him. You know, he tries his best to kill off whatever guys are jamming in there with him. Does some shooting into the Rangers back over here on the left side, and they actually fail a panic test, which is going to be pretty huge, because after this, he actually totally forgot about getting stuff in the zones, and so I'm going to score on the right zone because I have the Sentinel in there, but I'm not going to score in the left zone. If I had, I could just run into the zone with Caine and win. But either way, right now, I'm in a very strong spot. I could run in Caine and try and dominate now, but there's no reason. I'm just going to go up there, keep on jamming, score on both zones, be at 3, and then he has to do both zones or else I'll just dominate one. So that's what I do. I go up and, I mean, for the most part, I haven't been making even attacks other than to shoot guys in the zone. But this time here, I actually go and kill a Deathstalker. So there's something. Otherwise, guys are just swarming in, swarms to swarm. The Rangers rally. So I score on both sides again. And yeah, just he's in a really bad spot. So on his turn, he goes for what I usually see here, which is the Ravagores going into the zones. So, you know, that's what I normally see, is that they're just going to trample into the zones. They're not going to get their really big shots, but it's just something to lock these down. So Lilith actually gets in a very aggressive spot here and kills off 4 of my 6 gun mages on the right side, and that's actually a bigger deal than I think he knew, because I usually use my gun mages to push things out of zone. So now I kind of need both these guys to really roll high for pushes, otherwise I can't get that Ravagore out. On the left side, he came and trampled into the Ravagore. That was no problem. But this was hilarious. The bolt thrower, he also just advanced in here. And my Rangers, I got 4 Ranger free strikes and 1 press ganger. And I just cranked the damage. So that bolt thrower is like almost dead. He's like 90% dead. It was ridiculous. But this is the situation now. And now these are my options. 1, kill Lilith. She's camping 2, but I could probably do it. 2, if I can push out the Ravagore on the right side, I can just run into that zone. Or here's another one, 3, I could go up and just kill that Ravagore and dominate on this side. Or, what's probably going to be easiest, push the stuff or kill the stuff from the left zone, you know, kill the bolt thrower, push out the Ravagore, and then just jump over there. And in the end, that's what I decided to do. I mean, first I see if the 2 gun mages can push out the 1 Ravagore on the right. I don't. I get a push of 1 inch, a push of 2 inches. If I would have got a 2 and a 2 or whatever, a 1 and a 3, it would have been fine. But he was barely in. So the Rangers come over from the left. They kill the bolt thrower. And then the gun mages go and push out the Ravagore. And then basically I just set up Ryan so I can charge her with Caine. And then I don't even make my attack. I just gate crash over to the zone. And there you go. I dominate the 5. So great, this is exactly what I want to see, and hopefully I'll see more Lilith 2, because like I said, this list is designed to beat Lilith 2. Alright, so game 2, blurry picture, but I decided to take Caine2 again, although this time I'm going to be swapping out the Bokir and putting in Epic Iris, because I'm up against Frazier and his Convergence. When I looked at the list, I was like, okay, LeConte, I bet you that's what he's going to drop. And you know what? This list here has been my dedicated LeConte drop. I just get in there, I jam you, and I don't care what your armor is because you're jammed. Now, this little delightful thing you see on the left, a little spray machine, that's really bad. I've actually never faced Convergence when they've had the battle engine. I know what it does, and it just destroys me. All these sprays with all the boost to hit, yeah, it's really bad. So I'm probably going to be popping my feet just to destroy that, and once I do that, then I should be okay. Of course, once we start setting things up, I start realizing too that what am I thinking? This is a bad scenario for this. You know, trying to go and control this small zone when he has a prime axiom to hold it. This is stupid. What was I thinking? So hopefully what I can do is get in there very hard. Luckily I won the initiative, so I get to go first. But I need to get up the table. I need to keep him out of the zone. I need to feed off that one battle engine so he can't clear out my jam. And then I should be okay if I play it nice and good and clean. So on my first turn, I'm being very careful not to try and lose too much to that battle engine first turn. I do the same thing where I put out heightened reflexes on one unit, blur on another unit. Epic Iris is kind of moving up, flanking on the right flank, and otherwise, just kind of getting in position here. I'm not as aggressive as I usually am because of that one battle engine, but you can see Caine2 is right there looking to do the kill with the feet next turn. So then on his turn, the prime axiom isn't dead. For most of the rest of the game, actually for the rest of the game, he's going to be using that wreck marker, so just imagine the prime axiom still there. Either way, he doesn't walk up and shoot, he just runs up and he pops feet. And once I start doing the math now, I realize that between the feet and deceleration, there is no way in hell Caine2 is going to destroy that one battle engine. And that's when I realize, oh my god, I have really screwed up. My opponent Frazier was saying in the beginning, like, oh wow, I really would have thought you would have taken the Haley1 double storm wall. And I was like, oh no, this is my usual drop, but this is just a really bad situation. I cannot kill the spray machine. Next turn, he's going to spray and just decimate me, get into the zone, and then what am I going to do? And that really took up a lot of time. Normally, I'm usually ahead of time, but after this turn, I don't know if we're going to see the clock, but I'm going to end up being a good 15 minutes behind Frazier, even after his turn, because I just had to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. So what my plan was then is, you know what? I'm going to have to try and go really aggressive to make this work. First of all, I'm going to be running my ranges around to go and block in LeConte. I'm not sure if he moved out of the kill box, but if I can trap him so he kill boxes himself, that would really help the scenario. I can't destroy the battle engine, but I'm going to try and weaken it and then just try and play the long game. So that's what I do, although once I do that, I realize, oh yeah, Watcher. And all of a sudden this Jack starts moving up, getting into the zone, and even after where I try like pushing it back out with the gun mages, just trying to get all the models where I need, he still gets in the zone. And the little colliery, whatever it's called, gets behind him, so I can't push him anymore either. So either way, my Rangers have been extremely aggressive just to get up there. Did some shooting, did some charging onto the battle engine, did only like 6 points of damage, but at least it's something getting it started. And yeah, I'm just hoping for the best. So on his turn here, he actually doesn't kill a lot of my guys with the battle engine. He actually goes for Alexia. So it takes him all 3 of the sprays, but he does kill off Alexia. So again, a player who knows how to counter my army, this is the way to do it. Kill Alexia first. Otherwise, he kind of already has a Jack in the zone. His shield wall guys going to shield wall, work their way into the zone. And Oh man, the whole gambit with putting all those rangers over there to get the kill box, a total waste. First of all, he was already safe from kill box, so he didn't need to even move, and then they just slaughtered my rangers. The prime axiom made the little exploding pod thing. It came out, exploded, and killed like a bajillion rangers. So this is so bad. And so now seeing this, and now how bad this is, I'm just realizing, wow, I am screwed. What have I done? But I need to still keep going at this. And that battle engine needs to go down. So what I think my long-term game will have to be the assassination, not the scenario. So what I'm going to do is kill the battle engine this turn, and then just start trying to kill off all the repair guys, and eventually just start trying to magic bullet into LeConte to actually kill him that way. It's going to take a lot of magic bullets, but eventually I can get there. But first, the battle engine. So that's what I do. I don't pop my feet. I hold my feet still, but I go and I shoot up the battle engine, charge in with more guys, and destroy it. So that's great. Otherwise, Risen or just jamming in there, and I start trying to go after the repair guys. I believe at this point here, I killed only 2 of them, but still getting a little bit of damage on it. Got a little bit of damage onto the colliery. Epic Iris is right back there, nice and safe to be a jerk, and I just got to keep on doing this. So on his turn, he keeps on grinding away at me. Really, he's coming in here and trying to just work his way through the middle and just claw through, claw through. He hasn't got the prime axiom into the zone yet, but he doesn't really need to. So, and now he also has, what's his name, LeConte into the forest to try and get a little concealment. Really trying to make sure that Caine can't really get a line on him, and that's not really a big deal. Like I said, I'm going to do this through magic bullets. So on this turn here, I'm just going to keep on trying to kill off the repair guys, and maybe start even doing the magic bullets this turn. So that's what I do. I start shooting into there, doing the magic bullets, and I'm able to kill off all of the repair guys, plus get a little bit of damage on LeConte. Not much. Maybe it's like 4 damage, but it's something. Also, I destroyed the colliery, so that... No, I didn't. I damaged it, and I also very much damaged the... the foundry. The foundry is also very damaged. So all of his repair guys are gone. The colliery is really damaged. The foundry is really damaged. And the attrition on the key pieces has begun. So on his turn now, he destroys my sentinel, kills more guys, and he starts running away at the foundry. So I wanted to kill the foundry. If he was to run away, that's okay. But hey, I'm just going to do my thing and keep on going after him. Otherwise, you can see my middle is really falling, and that's bad. If I need to buy myself turns to do magic bullets, and if my middle falls, I'm in trouble. So I'm also lost a lot of my rangers, only have 2 rangers left, and my time is also not looking good. So my turn here, I start again really focusing onto LeConte, triple magic bullet into him, doing a little bit more damage. I'm not sure where he's at now, but I also destroyed now finally the colliery, so I'm feeling great. This is fantastic. This is wonderful. Until he does this, and I didn't realize that by me destroying the colliery, I just gave him cover. So this is really bad because even though the magic bullet doesn't care about it, all my guys on the right, I have my Black 13th over there, all that stuff, they're really just trying to pick away at him and put in that little damage. And now this is just getting so hard. He's something like defense 20. Luckily, he's kind of having his back turned in a bad way that I'm getting some back strikes. But yeah, this is just not looking good. Something that saved my butt that I didn't think about is that the Foundry can also repair. So the Foundry with skill 10 comes over here to repair and fails. So once I saw that, I was like, wow, okay, that Foundry has to die, and I have to get more aggressive. My middle is really falling through, and I just need to start really pushing hard now. So that's what I do. I make sure that the Foundry goes down. I try and jam up the best I can 3 more magic bullets, a little bit more damage onto LeConte. He's probably down to like 10 boxes or something now. But yeah, it's just trying to wheedle out every little point I can. So on his turn here, he really just decimates my center. So you can see that whereas before I was trying to feed a few things, I am really almost completely out of models now. And really the big danger is that if he ever ties up Caine with anything, all my stuff really falls apart. So I'm getting really desperate now, and I'm starting to think that I have to go for the feat. But I hold off for one more turn, hoping I can bog him down, because he just still isn't low enough. So again, just another turn of like desperately throwing guys in the way. Even now the Squire, get in there, just try and slow him down. Magic bullet, magic bullet, magic bullet, trying to do whatever I can. So on his turn then, he actually thinks about trying to get some guys on me. Luckily, he decides not to do that. He also now turns LeConte, so I'm not getting all the facings that I really want. And now I realize, I mean, look at this. I cannot hold back whatsoever. I'm really lucky he did not go and try and engage Caine already. Now I have to go for the feat because I am low on time. And he's actually now could go for a scenario, right? On his next turn, he could destroy my objective, dominate, and I am literally out of time. So I come over here. I have to charge one of my own models. Pop feet, start shooting LeConte, everything starts going for LeConte, and I fail horrendously. It's just so hard to hit the guy. He's in cover, and I need really high to hit him, and I just did not get the damage I needed. I brought him down to about like 6 boxes, something like that, but it just was not enough, and now there's Caine ready to die. But luckily, he drops the ball. So he really loads up the one monitor, I believe it's called. They're not the model, no, the inverter, and it comes charging at me, and it's ready to kill me, but then his dice fail him. He charges in, he boosts the hit, fails the hit, and then buys an attack or whatever, boosts with the other, misses, and now I'm in a great spot because he was too many activations in, and I get another chance to try and kill him. Now, keep in mind, it's not a good chance, but at least I get another try. So really crappy picture here because I think I was taking this in a frenzy, but basically I do all the shots I can. Caine comes in and with his last shot does the exactly 3 points he needs to kill LeConte. It was a crazy, insane, really tense. I haven't had a desperate, like, last second thing like this here in a very long time. Really crazy game. And I had to apologize to Fraser because, like we were said from the very beginning of the game, I made a big mistake with this list. I should not have used Caine against him. I should have lost this game, but I just got really lucky. I had a good game plan where I realized my hopelessness early and started those early paper cuts, but oh man, was it a crazy game, and I felt really lucky to get past this one. Alright, so going to game 3 now, I'm going to be running Caine2 again because I'm up again. My buddy Josh. So when I heard I was up against Josh, I'm like, oh, here we go. The dream is dead because I'm going to be up against Bradigus. But he actually wasn't running Bradigus. He was running a Chromac 2 and Kruger 2 list. And for this, I don't really like my Haley1 list because he can just teleport into me and get past my spell. And then for my Caine2, even though it seems really bad, I can jam hard enough that I can get past his jam, like his anti-gem tech, and then I can stay out of the storm wall range and shoot off what I want and kind of magic bullet out the things I want too. So I'm actually was feeling really good about this. Now we're going to have some really bad pictures for this because of now the sun coming down and shining in here, but really again, this is a great scenario for me. I have lots of spots here to score on, so my plan here is to get up as hard as I can. He has a really different build here that I don't normally see for Kruger 2, so I'm wondering what he's trying for, but I gotta kill the stones, I know that, and once I kill the stones, I'll feel really good. So again, for the third time in a row, I won the initiative. I run up, and basically I put the heightened reflexes on the left unit, I put the blur on the right unit, and I'm just up here being aggressive. His turn, he comes up here. He has a lot of stuff coming to the left fence. He makes up a cloud. Everything is hiding behind. And at first I was hoping I can get some magic bullets into actually Kruger or maybe even the Falconer behind. But Josh is really wise to the magic bullet assassinations. They're both camping 3 each, I believe. So that's not going to do anything. So I really want to go after the stones. Magic bullets are clearly an okay way to try and do it, but actually I have some rangers that can go against the stone there on the right, so if I can kill that one, that'd be nice, but otherwise, that's my goal this turn. If I just can kill one set of stones, probably the one with the UA, I'll be feeling good. Otherwise, I want to get in there, and I want to get in there deep. Now, one plan I found when I wanted to do this is that whereas the stones on the right are the ones most vulnerable, he didn't kill anything, so I didn't have any risen to shoot with my magic bullets. And if I want to shoot my press gangers on the right, they have blur on them, which I want them to have in case the warp wolf goes after me. So I'm actually going to have to crisscross my left unit over to the right for this to work. So actually it works out fairly well. The Rangers go up and their dice just spike right away, and I was able to kill off that one stone there that was behind the wall. So that was already fantastic. So at that point it's like, hey, let's try and get some, whipping cream and a cherry on top of my cake and kill off the other set of stones. So I set up my press gangers up there to try and be in a position, and again, that's that crisscrossing effect, so I can actually shoot one and have it go into the stone, and he actually triggers Watcher and has the one Rotterhorn come over and hit one of my guys and knock him down. Well, that's great to me. So eventually as other things jam up, like Alexia's up there to make things harder for Kruger, I cast my 3 magic bullets and start shooting my knockdown press gangers and stuff to try and get into that stone. And I believe I do like 3 damage to it, but the last one misses, and whatever, I feel okay. Because of my crisscrossing, the left flank is actually kind of weak, and there's a Rotterhorn there and all those things, so I actually keep the gun mages farther back. Hopefully they won't be affected by the feat or anything else, and yeah, I'm just waiting to see what he does in reply. And what he did blew me away. I really wish I would have brought my video camera just to videotape this turn, because this was kind of crazy. So first of all, he came in here with Megalith. He trampled over, did his Animus, did his old Geomancy thing to TK himself forward, and by doing that, he had it so Alexia and Caine2 were under the Animus, so -2 defense. So I got a little bit worried about a shooting assassination, but again, thought I'd be okay. Next thing he does is he tramples over with the Stalker and he kills off Alexia. Okay, that's not good, but he's dedicated 2 heavies really hard, and maybe I can actually now make him pay for it. So I'm actually feeling kind of okay, but the fact that Caine2 is under feet really has me worried. Then he has some stuff going on that doesn't make any sense. He does a Rotterhorn Animus to one of his Blackclads, and so instead of attacking me, the Blackclad is like teleporting over here and making it so like his back is showing to me. It's not making any sense. His one Pure Blood back there, he primals. I don't know what the hell he's doing. And then what he does is then teleports the Pure Blood over here to where the Blackclad was. He does a power attack throw to Caine. Now, because he's doing a power attack with that, and it's like a melee attack, I don't get the hill bonus, and as well, I don't also get the shield guard or anything else like that. He could just throw it at me, knock me down, and once I was knocked down, it was over. I mean, right away from that damage, I was pretty hurting, but I mean, at that point, now Kruger could come up, he TK'd himself up, and then was able to shoot me. I was able to TK one of them, but yeah, he kills me right here. And, even though he was, apologizing for what a quick game it was, I wasn't even mad. I was really impressed. That was, right now I'm having some different debates with some people about the whole Malifaux versus War Machine and 40k versus War Machine. And This is what War Machine is all about. This is what I love seeing. These combos that you can put together. It's not just about like, hey, like I do sometimes, a simple thing of jam, 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 or gun line shooting, or just like stupid powerful casters. No, this is what War Machine is all about, where it's where these really in-depth combinations where all these pieces have to work together, and if you do it all right, you can go and work the Rubik's Cube to pull off the assassination. And after, he was saying that's exactly what this list was designed to do. It's designed to do this exact assassination. So very, very cool. And at that point there, I decided to drop. But yeah, I love the ADR. It was really cool to do. I don't think I'm going to have another chance to do the ADR with my Signar. Another thing I got to do too is buy a box of the all-in-one Cephalix army. So putting together a little bit of Thexus Epsilon, whatever his name is. But yeah, had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys like watching. Sorry I didn't really play the Haley1. If anything, maybe this means that I really do lean on Caine2 too much, because even though he was a right drop in the first match, I should have gone Haley1 double Stormwall for the second game, and I should have done Haley1 double Stormwall for this third game. So, maybe I am having that little bit of crutch, and I have to let that go. Might have to practice up some double Stormwall. But either way, that's our battle reports, and I hope you guys like watching it. Bye.